Hi everyone, I'm Rahul Gaur, the team leader of our group. My teammates are Jashwant, who worked as a UI designer, and Karthik, who worked as a front-end developer. In Sprint 1, our team focused on implementing the core features of the Deakin website redesign project. The sprint backlog included tasks such as header design, unit details table, and unit content with an enrollment link. These tasks were selected based on the Sprint 1 Git requirements and represent the foundational features needed to build the web page. This sprint helped us understand how agile planning and Git based collaboration work together. During the sprint, each team member worked on a specific part of the project. The UI designer focused on the visual design of the web page, and the front end developer worked on the structure and layout. I managed the workflow and added content. Each member worked on a separate Git branch, which allowed us to develop features independently without any conflicts. Once the tasks were completed, all the branches were merged into the main branch to produce the final version of the project. This approach helped us simulate real world development practices where multiple developers contribute to the same project. We use several tools to manage the project effectively. MS Teams was used for the communication, where we discussed progress and resolved issues. Trello was used for sprint planning, task assignment, and tracking the progress throughout the sprint. And GitHub was used for version control, where we created branches and committed changes and merged our work into the main branch. These tools helped us stay organized and maintain collaboration and ensure that all the tasks were completed in a structured way. This is our Trello board. We organized our tasks into product backlog, sprint backlog, in progress, and done. The sprint backlog contains the tasks selected for sprint 1, which were based on the Git assignment requirements. Each task was assigned to a team member according to their role. We also added user stories to estimate the complexity of the task and ensure that the workload was balanced across the team. As the sprint progressed, tasks were moved from sprint backlog to in progress and then to done, which helped us visually track our progress. We defined user stories based on the sprint one requirements and broke them down into smaller tasks to make the implementation process easier and more manageable. As a team leader, my user story was to add unit content and manage the workflow. I added the content section that describes the unit and included an external link, an enrollment link for the students. I worked on a branch called Add Unit Content and tested the changes and committed them to the repository. I am also responsible for coordinating and merging the process and where all branches were combined into the main branch to complete the final version of the project. Now I hand over to my teammate Jashwant.
Hi, this is Jashwant. I am a UI designer. As the UI designer, my user story was to improve the visual design of the web page. My task included creating the header section, adding the Deakin logo, and applying CSS styling, such as background color and alignment. I worked on separate branch called Add Header, which allowed me to make changes independently. After implementing the design, I tested the web page in the browser to ensure everything displayed correctly. Finally, I committed my changes with proper message and pushed them to GitHub. Now my teammate Karthik will continue.
Hello everyone, this is Karthik and I am the front-end developer. My user story was to create a structured unit details section. My task included creating the table in HTML and adding rows such as year, enrollment mode, credit points, and unit chair. I then styled the table using CSS to improve readability by adding spacing, borders, and alternating row colors. After testing the table in the browser, I committed my changes and pushed them using a branch called add table.
During the sprint, we faced some challenges, mainly related to understanding the Git workflow, especially branch creation and merging. Initially, this caused some confusion and minor delays. However, we resolved these issues by discussing as a team and carefully following the instructions. This helped us improve our understanding of version control systems. One key advice for other teams is to clearly understand Git workflow at the beginning and maintain regular communication to avoid confusion.
We consider security by following proper Git practices such as using separate branches, writing clear commit messages, and merging changes carefully. Accessibility was considered by keeping the web page structure simple, readable, and easy to navigate for users. Privacy was maintained by ensuring that no sensitive or personal data was included in the project. Overall, Sprint 1 was completed successfully, and all planned tasks were implemented and tracked using Trello. The team collaborated effectively and achieved the sprint goals. This sprint also helped us understand how agile methods and version control tools are used in real world software development. Thank you.